Hi, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our picks and your picks, it's going to be another profitable day for you. NFL Week 16, Monday night, or I should say Monday day and night football. Christmas Day special, 3 games on the slate for us for Christmas Day. And I get my Chiefs on Christmas Day, so an extra little bonus present for me. Let's put it this way. The Chiefs game against the Raiders, the Eagles versus the Giants. We're expecting blowouts there. I don't know if we should probably play blowouts in both games. And then the barn burner or game of the weekend or game of the year so far, Ravens at the 49ers for the 3 games. So a lot of stuff to be determined here. The Eagles, of course, on a 3-game losing streak, so maybe a chance to get right here and get over their win total for the year to get to 11 wins. Going against the Giants, the Chiefs. They need to win out and to get their win total for the season at 11.5. Plus, they need to keep winning out and hope the Ravens drop a couple to try to get that number 1 seed, as that's still in play. And then the 49ers and the Ravens. It's pretty simple. This is the game, I think, to kind of show who the team to beat is so far in the NFL. I think the 49ers are going to end up in the Super Bowl. I don't know if the Ravens are. But I believe the Ravens can win this game. And it's not that I don't think that here's the thing. In the AFC, there are a lot of teams that can win. In the NFC, there's really only probably 2. So that's why I think the 49ers are in. But I don't think that the Ravens are for sure locked to the Super Bowl. So we'll get started off. We'll get started off with the early game, 11 o'clock. Out here in Phoenix, so that's 1 o'clock Eastern. Chiefs, Raiders. This line keeps creeping up, so if you want the Chiefs, I suggest you get it yesterday or the day before. Today works too. 10.5 still in some spots. We did grab it at 10 a few days ago. We do like the Chiefs here. They beat the Raiders by double digits in Las Vegas after trailing early. We don't think they're going to do the same at home. I don't quite get that one. The Raiders offense, though, did put up 60-plus points, the team put up 60-plus points against the Chargers last week. But the Chargers look like a totally different team yesterday as they almost upset the Bills. So don't know if that one holds salt either. Mahomes definitely has the AFC West number. Raiders are definitely a big chunk of that. I expect Mahomes to throw for the ball. Pacheco's back for the Chiefs, which is definitely a big plus to the running game. Expect a good combination of run and pass. I mean, Pacheco going for 80 yards and Mahomes throwing for 280 doesn't seem out of the realm of possibility here. The big key for the Chiefs is, are we going to put up any point? How many points are we going to put up? So normally we are on a Chiefs total, but we're going to stay away from the total for the moment. I do suggest checking out the Google Sheets at the end of the episode or end of the show. In the comments section, you'll see a link there, docs.google.spreadsheet, and a bunch of other stuff behind it. That'll have all of our plays, as we are doing this a day ahead of time, as we're trying to take Christmas Day off and just enjoy everything. We do have the NFL special coming out, and then we've also got the NBA special coming out a little bit later today. So we are going to take the Chiefs minus 2.5 first quarter, minus 6.5 first half, and minus 10 for the game. Mahomes over 265.5 pass yards, over 25.5 completions, over 35.5 pass attempts. Pacheco over 5.5 receptions. I know this is probably dried up. I don't know if he catches 7. I'm pretty confident about 6, but 7 for 80 would not shock me either. Rice over 66.5 receiving yards, and Pacheco over 61.5 rush yards. So we are going to look at team totals again before this game kicks off. Also, Max Crosby sack. As Max Crosby always seems to get a sack against Mahomes. So a couple of bets to look out for on that one there. So we'll run through those Chiefs, Raiders bets one more time. Chiefs minus 2.5 first quarter, minus 6.5 first half, minus 10 for the game. Mahomes over 265.5 pass yards, over 25.5 completions, over 35.5 pass attempts. Rice over 66.5 receiving yards, as well over 5.5 receptions. And Pacheco over 61.5 rush yards. Next game up, like we mentioned, Giants at the Eagles. This line is getting absolutely ridiculous. Somewhere around 13.5, 14, maybe 13. The line's probably going to bounce around. If it hits 14, expect some Giant money on the sharp side. So I think that's why they're maybe kind of staying at 13.5, not letting it go a little bit higher than that. But 43.5 total in that particular game there. The Eagles should win here. I think they need to get right here offensively. Defensively, I don't know if there's much they can do besides getting healthier and getting Darius Slay back, because that did make a difference last week against the Seahawks. But I don't know if there's much they can do defensively. There's a lot they can do offensively, and I think it's getting back to running the ball and running the ball effectively and doing what they do, which is moving people. They have a great offensive line, especially against running offensive line. This should be a big game for Swift, and that's the way we're kind of betting this game. This is going to be a big game for him. So we are going to take Swift over 14.5 rush attempts, over 64.5 rush yards, anytime touchdown as well for Swift. Let's see if we can get away from Jalen Hurts scoring 3 Philly brotherly love pushes. Eagles over 14.5 team total first half, and over 27.5 team total for the game. So one more time in this one is we don't like the side or the total, just player props and team props. So Swift over 14.5 rush attempts, over 64.5 rush yards, anytime touchdown for Swift, over 14.5 team total first half, and over 27.5 team total for the game. I expect them to try to go deep here, try to make a couple big plays to A.J. Brown, get him more involved, and then it's hammer time for Swift on that particular matchup. Then we'll get into the Monday Night Football extravaganza, Ravens at the 49ers. Can somebody explain to me how the Ravens are almost a touchdown dog? They're both 11-3. I understand the 49ers have looked fantastic. Don't get me wrong. But the Ravens have a lot of quality wins as well. I understand they're going on the road. I understand it's Monday night. I understand it's Christmas night. But you guys know, like, Lamar Jackson's record against the NFC is like 18-1. You know his record as a dog? Straight up, let alone against the spread. So give us all the Ravens action we can handle, and we're all over that. So Ravens plus 1.5 first quarter, plus 3.5 first half, plus 6 for the game. Also, we're going to have, a Ravens money line as well on that one. So just a FYI there. I thought I had that on there already. I apologize. If not, we'll go make that bet right now. But we think the Ravens are winning this game outright. So give me Ravens money line as well. We also love the over in this matchup. I think it is going to be a high-scoring game. 28-27 is not out of the realm of possibility, I think. So Ravens, over 9.5 for the Ravens 49ers, over 9.5 first quarter, over 23.5 first half, and over 47 for the game. Lamar Jackson over 9.5 rush attempts. I know this is not around much. We did take this probably 3 days ago. I think he's going to run the ball a lot. San Francisco is susceptible to run. Ask the Cardinals. They ran for over 200 yards against them, especially to the edges. I wouldn't say that about most teams, but San Francisco is really tough up the middle, especially with Hargrave coming back. But you can run the ball against this team on the edges especially, so I expect to see that quite a bit. So Lamar Jackson over 9.5 rush attempts, and our best bet that's coming out tomorrow, over 55.5 rush yards. We also think Purdy's going to have a game as well. So I don't think, it's hard to run the ball maybe against the Ravens, but it's not, you can throw the ball on them. They do give up some yards. So we like Purdy over 1.5 passing touchdowns, over 19.5 pass completions, and over 29.5 pass attempts. I think his pass yards prop is probably right around the number. I didn't see a ton of value there, so we'll stay away from the Purdy pass yards. But we do like his over completions. 22 for 32 is definitely probably, I think, where it sits. Deebo Samuel over 59.5 receiving yards. We also love the Ravens over 9.5 team total first half and over 20.5 for the game. I do not see a world where they don't score at least 21. I just don't. And they will run the ball. They will be able to move the ball on this 49ers defense. Now, I will say this. If Lamar does get sloppy with the ball, maybe we get a pick or two, this thing could get out of control, and then we're going to lose basically everything on the Ravens. But I don't foresee that happening. The Ravens are, in my opinion, the best team in football when they're clean. Now, it may be prettier to watch San Francisco's offense. I'm not going to lie. It is. But that defense for the Ravens, I think, is just a little bit better, more around. Special teams, I definitely favor the Ravens on that one. They're offensively not as gifted. I don't know if many teams are as the 49ers are. Maybe the Dolphins this season, but I'm just telling you, it's like, don't sleep on the Ravens. Getting 6 points against any team anywhere, you should always want to bet the Ravens. So Ravens plus 1.5 first quarter, plus 3.5 first half, plus 6 for the game. Also Ravens on the money line as well. Over 9.5 total first quarter, 23.5 first half, 47 for the game. Lamar Jackson over 9.5 rush attempts and over 55.5 rush yards. Brock Purdy over 19.5 completions, over 29.5 pass attempts, and over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Deebo Samuel over 59.5 receiving yards. I think Deebo's going to have a big game. Ravens over 9.5 team total first half and over 20.5 team total for the game. Justin Tucker, which was plus money, over 1.5 field goals. So go figure that one out. Here's the thing about Harbaugh. He will kick the field goal. Unlike most of these coaches today, like if we're down 7, even though it's the start of the fourth quarter, we got to go for a touchdown. No, you don't. You're going to have to score again anyway. Let's kick the fucking field goal, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's getting ridiculous, folks. You want to know why there's so many low-scoring games? It's because we go for it on 4th and 5 instead of kicking an effing field goal because we don't think that we can score again. Let me put it this way. Unless you get a 2-point conversion, you're down 7, it's the start of the fourth quarter, kick the field goal, come back, try to score a touchdown. That's what winning organizations do. Unfortunately, there's a lot of shit organizations that continue to let this crap go on. I don't care if the analytics say go for it on 4th and 2. You got 3 points in your pocket and an opportunity to score later in the game because it's not the last 2. If it's the last 2 minutes, it's the last 2 minutes. But it's not. It's bad to watch. I mean, I feel sorry for everybody out there, including myself, that has to watch some of these stupid, boneheaded coaching decisions. It's ridiculous. But enough of my bullshit on that one. So basically, it's Ravens in that one. So just to give you a heads up. Anyway, I do want to I mentioned this before earlier in the episode. At the end of every show that we do, in the comment section, there will be a link to the Google Sheet. This is a ledger of all of our bets. So this is going to have what the bet was, how many, or what juice we got it at, how many units, all that kind of fun stuff. Okay, so, and then what book we placed it at, then obviously going to be the results. Okay, so that as well. So just a FYI on that one, do make sure you check that out. If you're into basketball, like I mentioned, the holiday games or the Christmas Day games, those are going to be coming up here as well. So make sure you do check those out. I mean, we want to show we're transparent as it gets, right? Here's our bets. This is the result. We've had a monster, fantastic year. Football last year was good. Baseball this year was a monster. Basketball's been over 1,400 units up. We're up over 2,200 units on football. It was 7,500 units in baseball. We laid out a blueprint in order for you to make some money and enjoy sports. With a little bit of both. Trust me, there are frustrating days. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of days I'm pulling my hair out going, what the hell just happened here? But this is a blueprint on how to make money. It's basically like investing in stocks, right? We're going to end up there. We just got to be consistent at it. There are going to be losing days. There are going to be winning days, just like a stock. We just need more winning days than losing days, and we're fine. And also, make sure you subscribe and get notifications to our YouTube channel. It makes life really simple when you subscribe and turn those notifications on. You'll get a notification to your device or to your phone, let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped new bets, and you can go check those out, match them up with your bets, and give you a ton of confidence heading to that betting app or betting window. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to everyone out there, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.